Startup Podcast PH is co-produced by Sprout Solutions. Check out our partners in the description. Startup Podcast PH is at CDO Bytes, and we're interviewing CDO Bytes, the premier TBI here in USTP, University of Science and Technology of Southern Philippines, here in Cagayan de Oro. In this episode, we have Shandy Panares, Startup Alumni Program Specialist at CDO Bytes.
Hello!
Kamusta?
Maayong buntag sa inyong lahat.
Ayan. So first of all, Shan, salamat for partnering with Startup Podcast PH and hosting us here dito sa tour ng podcast sa Cagayan de Oro. So salamat din sa allow sa amin paggamit ng inyong office space. Tsaka dito ginanap ang interviews with the 4 or 5 or actually 6 pala na CDO Bytes incubated startups.
Thank you so much din, sir, no? Kasi UTAP CDO Bytes. Actually, di ba, kayo yung nag-approach sa amin. And then, you never forget that CDO Bytes is really existing here in Cagayan de Oro.
Actually, even before I've heard of and I know of CDO Bytes, before pa nung parang manually nag-search ako ng mga incubators sa buong Pilipinas. And actually, medyo sikat si CDO
Yeah,
Bytes.
I can say that CDO Bytes is medyo sikat din kasi even from the Manila, a lot of startups are really coming here in Cagayan de Oro to be incubated sa mga ganyan.
And ayun nga, nung lumabas yung report ni Startup Blink, top 3 ang
We are
CDO.
ranked third here.
Ang Cagayan de Oro sa parang top cities siya in terms of startup maturity. And of course, malaking bagay din ang CDO Bytes.
Yes.
Pero bago ang lahat, so bigyan muna natin ng kung ano nga ba ang CDO Bytes. So ano nga ba talaga ang CDO Bytes? And ano ba ang meaning ng CDO Bytes?
Kasi akala ng iba, we are a food industries because of the bites. So maraming nagsasabi niyan. So CDO Bytes is a BITES. So it means business, incubation, technology, entrepreneurships, and startups. So basically, no, si CDO Bytes is a TBI. So TBI, we all know that TBI is isa sa mga funded by the DOST. Isa siya sa mga initiatives program of DOST to really connect innovation and technopreneurship here in our country. Especially na before we are in the third world country and then medyo traditional yung business natin here. So, ayun nga, ano ba yung TBI or yung CDO Bytes? So, basically, we are a facility. So, we incubated startups. So, yung mga startups na idea stage na you can bring your crazy idea here in CDO Bytes and we will going to nurture you. So, basically, parang siya, mga young-minded, young crazy na yung mga may crazy na idea na mga bata pa or yung mga millennials na gustong how to make money out of that crazy idea.
Well, basically, first of all, TBI means Technology Business Incubator. And parang part nga to ng initiative ng government, lalo na nung sinayin yung startup law na several years ago. And isa sa mga ginawa ni DOST is attached sa mga universities, sa mga schools, magtayo ng mga TBI. So they funded these TBIs for a few years. And then, ang parang mandate ng mga TBIs na ito ay to get the ideas of the students or of the school. Well, nag-evolve na siya over the years.
Pero siya, sir, even if yun nga, nagtatap si DOST ng mga schools to really put a TBI. But I can say that CDO Bytes is isa kami sa few TBIs na nag-i-incubate ng mga professional startups.
Yes.
Hindi students yung ini-incubate namin.
Yes. Ang answer kasi dyan, I mean, in terms of the maturity, si CDO kasi medyo nag-mature na siya. So parang may mga startups na dito na, actually, super fan ako ng maraming startups dito sa CDO. For example, si Wela.
Si Wela.
Fan na fan ako ni Wela. They're actually part of the first cohort ni CDO Bytes.
And yun nga, sir, so nakita ng university namin na nagdala kami ng name here in CDO, especially na maraming tumatawag from even outside Cagayan de Oro, outside Mindanao sa USTP because of the CDO Bytes. Kaya binigyan kami ng another round 2 funding ng DOST. So all in all, we are funded by DOST for 4 years. For 4 years since CDO Bytes started 2016. So after that, nakita ng USTP na merong potential yung office na to. That's why they funded us until now.
So yun ang story
Yeah.
ni CDO Bytes. And ayun, no, so the TBI din naman, parang they adapt to the maturity of
Yeah.
the ecosystem. So at first, pwedeng ang ini-incubate ay mga student ideas, turning them to commercialization. And pwede rin naman na, like, if mature na yung city, if mature na ecosystem, so to incubate more, kumbaga,
More
mas
startups.
developed startups. Yeah. Pero linawin natin, ano bang incubation? Ano nga bang talagang incubation? So for CDO Bytes, what do you really do for the startup?
So CDO Bytes, no, we have a major event and a pillar events. So yung major event namin is yun talaga yung incubation program. So this incubation program, no, we have, before we do our incubation program, meron kaming screenings for application. So tinatawag namin silang cohort. And then now we are on our cohort 8. So as you can see there, so call for application for cohort 8. So ipa-plug ko na rin, no. We are asking you to, if you want to join our incubation program, you can always visit our Facebook page. So balik tayo doon, sir, no. So yung incubation program, it is a 6-month long incubation program. So before that 6-month incubation program, no, yung 1 month doon is tinatawag naming pre-incubation program. So yung pre-incubation program is banner program namin yon. We called it Spark Track. So Spark Track pre-incubation program. So it is a 1 month long pre-incubation program. So all we do in that pre-incubation program is we really need to validate if the idea that they have created is really solving a right problem. Kasi merong problem na parang hindi na kailangan ng solution. And then, of course, CDO Bytes is catering ICT and creative startups. So isa din yan sa mga screenings namin na dapat you have a technology base sa mga startup sa idea that you have created. So within that 1 month, no, you have the perks of joining pre-incubation program is you have your own space or you have your own office space. Kasi we all know na that team or that startup still starting. So wala silang office na pwede nilang wala silang office na pwedeng mag-overnight sila to really brainstorming ba ng ng mga co-founder niya. So isa din yan sa perks. And also we have mentorship. So we invite mentors from Manila. So hindi lang dito, no, sa
from CDO
Cagayan. Minsan yung iba from CDO kasi minamatch namin sila. So if yung startup namin is more on IoT, tapos wala masyadong IoT here in Cagayan de Oro, so we tap mentors or those expert na, no, sa IoT, especially alam din niya yung startup. So I think marami din sa Manila, kaya we tap them like Sir Carlo Valencia, Sir Johnny C. Oo, sila yung mga mentors namin. And then after that mentoring, no, we have also learning session. So we talk about team dynamics kasi isa din yan. Meron kayong idea pero hindi kayo nagkakaintindihan ng mga teams nyo. Talagang masisira yung startup nyo. So isa din yan. And then problem solution fit. So isa din yan sa tinatackle. And after that, no, we have also a facilitator. Yung mga facilitator is dito sa university namin. Kasi USTP is a research institution. So, meron ding mga technical na nandito. So, isa din yan sila sa mga facilitator namin. And of course, networking opportunities for them. We really connect them sa mga government or NGA. So, and also, no, after that pre-incubation program, merong demo day. So, merong demo day for pre-incubation program. So, hindi lahat makaka-graduate for that Spark Track. If your TRL or IRL ay hindi tumaas, because this incubation program kasi, sir, is free. So we all need is if passionate ka ba for this. So if binabasta-basta mo lang yung Spark Track, hindi ka talaga namin ipapagraduate or hindi ka dapat mag-join ng demo day. So after that demo day, you will now go to the the main incubation program. We called it Fire Starter Incubation Program. Ando na, Fire Starter Incubation Program. So, dito na talaga yung bakbakan. So, during the pre-incubation program, more on the validation about your idea. But here in the, in the Fire Starter is, we really nurture you to your market. So, isa na to, your market na talaga. Dapat, you are, after this 5-month, no, sa fire incubation, dapat investable ka na. So, with this, in this, 5-month incubation program, we have 22 learning session. So, yung 22 learning session na to, talagang, technical topics, more on the business topics, more on the legal topics. So, lahat yun, dinidiscuss. And every topic, you have a deliverable. Parang ka talagang nagka-college kasi one sem siya. So, parang ganon. Merong assignments, deliverables, but para naman din yun sa kanila. Especially, very strict yung mga mentors namin sa sa interviewees, yung validation sa customer. So, isa din yun, no? So, after that, a 5-month incubation program, meron na namang demo day. So, itong demo day na to, sometimes we are renting a conference here sa mga hotel here in Cagayan de Oro because we are inviting investors, angel investors, governments, and non-government agencies, and mga cooperatives, banks, and other freelancers lahat na makakarinig talaga sila kung paano talaga nag-improve yung mga startups namin. And then, we have an event pod before. It is a Beacon Demo Day then. Merong nag-invest sa startup namin. So, because of that pitch, so isa din yun sa goal namin that after this incubation program, meron ka talagang makukuha. So, yun.
Yeah, actually, mas na-appreciate ko yung ginagawa ng mga TBIs na ng mga incubators like CDO Bytes. Yung usapan ko kanina in-interview ko si John Vincent Fiel ng Wela. And parang normal for a startup na first, diba, you have an idea and then possibly meron kang gagawin na solution to solve the certain problem. And then, i-adjust mo pa yan, i-adjust hanggang maging perfect yung product market fit.
Wala kaming startup na hindi nag-pivot.
Yes.
During the incubation program, lahat talaga sila nag-pivot.
It's a normal thing to happen, Mag-pivot ka na mag-pivot, pero hindi naman doon nag-e-end. So, I think, pre-incubation nyo is parang to guide these startups then into pivoting and into finding that product market fit, yung validation niya. And then, after nun, binanggit din kanina ni Wela na parang after mo ma-validate, hindi pa naman doon nag-e-end. Kasi as a startup, you still plan to be profitable and you possibly can do that if you scale, if you increase your traction, increase yung inyong operations. So, doon naman papasok yung parang mas incubation program pa rin yung CDO Bytes na especially readiness for investability, right?
Dapat lang talaga na maging investable yung mga startups kasi they are not innovating if hindi sila nagsustain or may revenue. Tinatawag lang silang they got an invention. Oo, invention lang kapag hindi ka kumikita dyan sa technology na ginawa mo. Oo. So, if kumikita ka, that is innovation. So, parang ganun, no? We aim talaga na at the end of incubation program of CDO Bytes, talagang merong nararating yung mga startups namin. Meron nga kami before, yung startups namin. I don't know if si Kahiro.
Kahiro, yan.
I can say na sinunod talaga nila lahat ng mga suggestions ng mentors, facilitators, and evaluators nila. And then, yung nila ni Kahiro ngayon, no, is it's kinda far na sa in-incubate nila sa amin. Because of the, tinatanggap talaga nila lahat ng mga say ng mentors nila.
Yeah, si Kahiro naman, so it's a CDO-based startup na parang more of POS and ERP yung kanilang ginagawa, yung binanggit mo kanina, para lang ma-clear natin, TRL, correct me if I'm wrong, that means technology readiness level. So parang yung readiness ng technology mo, ng invention mo, to be commercialized, to be sellable, to be marketable and profitable out there.
Of course, we are incubation program. So I think sa incubation program, yung TRL is nasa 3 lang. I'm not sure, no, but kasi yung mataas na talaga ng mga TRL is dun yun sa accelerator. Sa acceleration program. Kasi yung, I think, I'm not sure again, sir, pero if you want to join in accelerator program, dapat pa bang nag-join ka muna ng incubation program?
It depends, but usually no. Usually no. Kasi usually as long as they have a separate assessment naman eh. If they assess that kumbaga yung need mo rin for ay mabibigay nila and kumbaga may traction ka na nga but you need to further it up.
So
they will accelerate you. They will. And usually actually, naman accelerators they want you because kumbaga nasa road ka na to kumbaga profitability na and more profitability. So kumbaga accelerate pa that
Actually si CDO ngayon, sir, we have a meeting with our chamber. And then we are planning to put accelerator here in Cagayan. So stay tuned, no? If you want to join acceleration program, so pwede na dito sa Cagayan de Oro.
Ayun yun nga rin yung parang connected siya sa maturity ng startup ecosystem. So should the city have an incubation program or should it have an acceleration program? So nasa anong level ba ng kumbaga yung startups para alam din kung ano yung support na dapat ibigay sa mga startups.
So yan.
Ayun. So nabanggit natin kanina si Wela at si Kahiro, ilan sa mga startups, ilan sa mga success stories somehow. So, I mean, startups kasi is a continuous challenge and success eh. Pero for me, actually, they're a very success story. So, meron ba kayong ibang mga na-incubate na you're very proud na incubated by CDO Bytes?
Marami. Meron kaming to exit na si Wela. Meron din kaming startup na very passionate si Kahiro. Meron din kaming viral startup si Greenovation, Fresco Greenovation. So nag-viral siya dito sa Cagayan, no? And even the mayor interviewed him. So I think he won also this startup farming sa young startup farming sa DA naman yon. And then meron din kaming kasi si Dennis is more on the hydroponics. Yun. Tapos, nakaka-proud kasi they are student at that time when they are building that Fresco. So, very passionate, no? If you can see his Facebook page.
And na-interview ko siya kahapon. So, lalabas din yung episode nila here sa podcast.
And then, meron din kaming, si Hyperstacks.
Si
Hyperstacks also. I can say that in this incubation program, no, we have already 66 graduates. So we have already 66 startups, but I can say that 40% of that are very successful, not just here in Cagayan de Oro, but also outside Philippines. So isa na dun si Wela. So I think isang success story namin is si Wela. So kasi talagang nag-scale siya and then they are planning to exit na rin. And also being in the government, no, in being in a incubator na nasa government, you are not allowed to get money. So our success story for that is if our startup is nagbibigay ng trabaho sa iba, that is the job generated of our startups. And then as of now, quarter 3, we have already 795 na natulungan because they work to our startups kasi naglalago na yung mga startups namin. So they really need to hire people. So isa din yun sa mga success stories ng CDO Bytes. And of course, another success stories, we are the only TBI here in Cagayan de Oro. And then we rank 3rd in the Startup Blink. And then if you can see sa Startup Blink, yung mga startups na naka-register doon is more from CDO Bytes. So lahat doon, not lahat, but I think 99% of the startups there are from CDO Bytes. So isa din yun sa success stories namin, no? And for other startups meron din kaming fintech, mga ganon. So they are also our success stories.
Yes, tsaka ang galing talaga ng CDO Bytes mo. Kasi I mean, it's attached to a school. Pero na siya parang professional incubator program na rin ng CDO mismo. And actually, yun nga, nag-a-accept din kayo na basically anywhere in the Philippines as long as gagawin yung program sa Cagayan de Oro, right? So speaking about that, how do interested startups join the incubation program and how do you select ba? May criteria ba?
Yeah, meron kaming criteria. No? If you want to apply for our cohort 8, which is open siya ngayon, you can visit our Facebook page, which is CDO Bytes, and then meron din yung detailed talaga na requirements kung paano kayo makakasali ng incubation namin. But first, you need to have a technology-based idea. So isa din yun kasi we are catering ICT and creative startups. So if you have a crazy idea about that, you're qualified no for our incubation program, and you should not be a student. Isa din yan.
Mm.
Because free kasi yung CDO Bites, and then we all know that if you are a student and if you want to join this kind of event, and then meron ka pang academics, so talagang sa academics ka magfo-focus. Unlike kasi sa ibang TBI, they are having their incubation program during the summer break of the students. Yung incubation program kasi namin, it will start by October, and then it will end by March. So March siya. So isa din yun, no, dapat hindi ka students at dapat may isang full-time sa inyo. Dapat wala siyang work. Kahit yung mga co-founder nyo may work, dapat may isa talaga sa team nyo na full-time siya. Kasi merong learning session every week. Meron ding mentoring every week, facilitation. Sometimes we will call you because someone is looking for your startup. So, dapat anytime pwede siya makakapunta dito. So, isa din yun sa requirements.
Grabe pala. I mean, very somehow strict na rin. I mean, kaya,
because it's free kasi. So, we need to be strict na lang.
May certain standards. I mean, that's true naman. Tsaka parang, actually, for me nga, itong ginagawa ni CDO Bites, pwede siya maging parang samo benchmark na rin ng ibang TBIs. Parang the processes that TBIs basically should do, no? Maybe ito nga yung dahilan din talaga, parang having these rigorous processes para, kung bakit nag-evolve ang startup ecosystem dito sa
actually,
CDO.
No, in every year, parang merong merong 20 na mga new TBIs na nagbe-benchmark sa CDO Bites. And then, when we visit them, parang same na yung nila nun, yung incubation program nila sa amin.
Is payroll processing taking too much of your time? Introducing Sprout Payroll Starter. For as low as 5,000 pesos per month, you get a team of experts to help you with your payroll and HR needs. We'll help compute and process payroll, handle all your government compliance requirements, and automate timekeeping. Leave the payroll to us so you can focus on growing your business. Enjoy peace of mind with Sprout Payroll Starter.
Oh, ang galing. Ang galing.
Parang 20, Meron nga si Adsu, papunta pa lang sila dito.
Adzu, Zamboanga sa Ateneo. Tama ba?
Adzu.
Ateneo, Zamboanga. Speaking about Cagayan de Oro as a city, as the ecosystem, yung maybe labas tayo ng onti sa incubation program, yung CDO as a city, what do you think of the ecosystem here? Like, isang dahilan din kasi kung bakit na napunta Cagayan de Oro, kasi yun nga, nung nakita ko na top 3 siya, parang I wanted to know, bakit top 3 ang CDO, no? Ano
pero
factors?
isa lang yung incubator. I can say, sir, no, na very strong na yung dito, yung startup ecosystem namin dito kasi we have a consortium. We call it Mindset. So it is funded by the DOST, and then we have a lot of partners. No, we have FICO. It is a cooperative here in Cagayan de Oro also, and then talagang they open their mind that startup is really existing, and then they are having now a startup competition. Diba? They are cooperative, and then they kind of do manual thing. So, but now they're embracing the startup. And I can also say, meron kaming bill ngayon na pinapasa sa city hall namin. No, yung mayor namin, he is very supportive na rin sa startup. And then tax-free for 3 years sa mga startups namin.
Ang ganda nga.
So, isa din yun. So, and then our Oro TIPC. So, Oro TIPC, it is a branch of the government sa City Hall. And then they are focusing on the startup ecosystem. So, they are building also their consortium, and then they are always tapping CDO Bites for that because we will feeling kasi namin kami lang yung may alam ng incubation here and how startups are working here in Cagayan de Oro. So that's why we do a roadshow to them na what is really a startup. So before they will tackle about startups, we gather all the employees of the City Hall to do a roadshow. So at the end of that event, they will create their own startup idea. So just to para lang maranasan nila on how startups is building, and then MVP, they should have a VPC, BMC. So, na-experience din nilang gawin yan. And also, pitching. So, para lang din, sabi nga nila, parang nagre-report lang, pero may, siya, no, may specific structure siya.
Grabe, no? Ang active din talaga ng startup.
Super supportive ng
Actually, malaking bagay nga ang government support din.
Yeah.
Yung support, kumbaga, ng mga established na institutions na in the city, ano? And then, of course, part din dyan si CDO Bytes yung role nito as a TBI. And I think, of course, part din yan na ang dami din ditong mga tao, mga people who graduated from school, they got good skills, and then meron silang parang passion din for entrepreneurship. So parang medyo business-minded din mga tao ata dito sa CDO eh.
Actually, sir, no, yung mga students here in USTP, meron silang lahat subject na technopreneurship. And after they graduate, yung iba pumupunta sa CDO Bytes to continue their idea. So yung cohort 7 namin, no, more are from our alumni here in USTP. So yung mga idea that they have created during their technopreneurship, pinapa-incubate nila sa amin.
Cohort 7 si si Dennis from
cohort
Greenovate.
6 si
siya, pati
Dennis.
si Perati.
Si Perati is cohort 7. So Perati is also a alumni here in USTP.
Yes, ayan. So yung mga interviews ko with them, mapapanood nyo dito rin sa podcast. So, ayun, grabe, ang super appreciated, super somehow kasi minsan, parang yung mga ibang tao, iniisip, ano ba talaga yung mga ginagawa ng mga TBIs? Pero now, listen to all of this, grabe pala talaga ang role ng TBIs, Pero as a TBI, so you are funded before by the UST, and then USTP saw that parang it can be like a flagship, parang part talaga ng USTP. So, ano ba talaga yung benefits? And maybe, ano ba talaga yung parang benefits ng TBI? And in terms of this, ano ba yung parang, parang challenges na mga na-experience nyo in running the TBI?
In terms of challenges, maybe I can say yung first talaga is yung call for application if to start na yung cohort namin. Kasi we want to do a face-to-face incubation program. Pero majority of the applicants are not from CDO, sa mga kabilang bayan ng CDO. Pero of course, they are professional and we really need to think that they are still working. So that's why we are doing online sessions for them. Pero gusto talaga namin na face-to-face na yung mga learning sessions namin, facilitations, and then yung mentoring. And I can say also, no, as of the moment kasi, yung funding with the USTP, siya, ano pa ba, yung another, maybe I can say yung donation. Oo, kasi gusto namin, but we are working now because we have an advisory council. So yung advisory council, meron kaming MUST Foundation there. So MUST is the old name of USTP. So if ma-approve yun from the COA, I think, or from the CHED, talagang pwede na kaming tumanggap ng funding to really nurture the other events of UST, of CDO Bytes, no? Yung outside deliverables of USTP. So we can fund that on our own to really nurture our startups.
Yeah, so basically parang model din ng TBI ng CDO Bytes. So kumbaga parang siyang parang foundation sort of, na parang it gets money, parang support siya from other people, maybe the wealthy people, and then that money, that capital is used to support the startups. And then parang ang effect naman niya is lahat din naman ay makaka-feel ng impact kasi when the startup ecosystem is good in a city, everyone actually benefits.
Yeah, we have also another dilemma in our startups. Now, we all know that the failure rate of here in the startup ecosystem is very high. Diba yung failure rate? So, isa din yun sa namin na sa mga challenges namin na after the incubation program, meron talagang hindi magpapatuloy. Isa din yun sa mga namin na sa mga dilemma namin here. And then, for example, we are mandated by the university that we should have 12 startups per year. And then we can say that 50% of that is talagang nag-fail.
Well, I think that's normal.
Yeah, that's normal naman, no? But si CDO Bytes kasi, yung mga startups nila is nag-fail yung iba, at saka yung iba naman is hindi siya stagnant, but talagang nagbo-boom sila. So, yung mga startups namin is nandun lang sa dalawa, nag-fail or talagang talaga. So, yun.
Well, that's a startup na. Walang stagnant.
Yeah, walang stagnant. So, yung of course, we can also call it is a problem kasi you nurture them for 6 months and then magsta-stop lang. Kasi yung iba is hindi because of their technology or their target market, because of the team dynamics. So, because of the team dynamics, no, I can say that we actually, reconstructed our curriculum sa CDO Bytes. Dapat pag-start talaga ng pre-incubation program, dapat itatakol na yung team dynamics. Kasi before we are not doing that, nandun na siya sa fire starter incubation program. Kasi focus namin before is yung yung validation talaga. And then after that, ng team dynamics. And si Sir Johnny C ang nag-advise sa amin na ganyan. Kasi nakikita din niya na nag-aaway yung mga founders. Especially, no, when they get traction, isa din yun. Oh.
Ang galing na, nag-pivot din pala ang TBI, ano?
Really,
Pero, that's good. That's actually, yun din. Siguro yun din yung parang sign, ano, na parang ano rin siya, symptom, manifestation din siya ng progressive na TBI. Kasi, you really adapt din sa, ano ba talagang kailangan ng mga startups to be successful, ano? How many are you sa team ng TBI? At sino nga ba, saan kayo nakakuha ng parang ideas on how to further, kumbaga, paano magawin yung program ni CDO Bytes?
Yung program, no, I am the third batch here ng team ng CDO Bytes. So, when I started CDO Bytes, structure na talaga siya, yung program nila. So, I'm not quite sure if saan nila to nakuha, but I think, no, na si Sir Bronson, siya talaga yung nag-push nito sa DOST to build a TBI here in Cagayan de Oro. And then I think they really have a brainstorming about it on how to run a TBI and even benchmark to other TBI. Kasi nakikita ko kasi yung mga reports before before the CDO Bytes start their cohort 1, talagang they have a travel from other TBI to, I think, to benchmark. So, parang ganun, no? So, for me, I am the third batch and we are all 6 in our team. So, we have, in behalf of our TBI manager, no, Dr. French Maverick Lorilia, he is now in E-Town. Meron siyang travel. So, kaya ako ang nandito ngayon. But, we are 3 research associate and then 1 project development officer and 1 clerk, and then yan yung nagra-run ng TBI namin from our major program, which is the incubation program, and our banner program like the Bytes and Brew. So Bytes and Brew is basically reshaping the future of startups and also freelancers to the life of freelancers to be the life of freelancers to being a startup founder. So, and also we have a brown bag session. So we give awareness, no? We give awareness to all the people na hindi alam what is technopreneurship and what is TBI. Kasi isa din yun sa problem. They don't know what is startup. And also, they don't know what is TBI. Even ako before when I started CDO Bytes, akala ko sa incubation program is yung ini-incubate na mga eggs. So, yun yung akala ko din before. But, of course, through the help of Dr. French and my colleagues, so, learn how startup works.
Ayun, but, ano ba talaga ang parang, for example, first of all, ang galing no na 6 lang kayo sa team pero you're doing a lot, Pero, like, as a team, what really yung parang vision ninyo? What really is your parang goal as an organization, as an incubator? Of course, connected to sa mga startups, Pero parang ano ba talaga yung mission nyo? Ano ba talaga yung parang nakikita yung purpose?
For me, our objective talaga is to really strengthen the startup ecosystem here in Cagayan de Oro. Isa din yun because we really want to be like Manila. Kasi ang grabe talaga yung nila doon, no? Yung foundation ng startup nila doon. And of course, we want also everyone here in Cagayan de Oro to transition in a 21st business na. Kasi marami pa din dito yung they're still doing the traditional kind of business. So, we want to disrupt sari-sari store into a new kind of sari-sari store. And then, of course, we want also to feature CDO, not just the CDO Bytes, but of course, the city of golden friendship, which is the CDO Bytes. na makikilala siya sa ibang cities that we have a strong foundation in the startup ecosystem.
Ang ganda ng answer mo. Alam mo bakit? Kasi ang iniisip ko i-answer mo, ang vision ninyo is to see the success of the startups. But actually, it's more holistic than that. Ang nakikita nyo actually is yung buong city, yung buong ecosystem. So, I think that's very good. I mean, that's a very good answer. That's actually the good answer.
Yeah.
Kasi tama naman na dapat natignan nyo is hindi lang yung startups, kundi
Yeah.
yung as a whole talaga.
Ano naman kasi if hindi mo ibo-boom yung CDO, walang startup. Di ba?
Yeah. Tsaka
If walang makakaalam na CDO Bytes is existing at here in Cagayan de Oro, and then walang walang startups na willing to join incubation program.
Tsaka walang mga customer kasi kasama din ng customer
walang
sa
customer.
Ayun, siguro lang 'no, final personal question siya. Kamusta ang pagtatrabaho sa TBI? Kasi correct me if I'm wrong, you're employed sa USTP, no, sa university before, and then napunta ka dito sa TBI, ano. So, how is it?
It is fun. Kasi you will encounter a lot of people here in CDO, no? I don't want a work that you are stagnant. Yung pabalik-balik yung trabaho. I don't like that kind of work. So here in CDO Bytes, you will going to meet CEOs, presidents, mga regional directors. So, and then you got the chance to travel maybe outside the Philippines. And then sa amin na part, no, even if we are just a contractual here in CDO, here in USTP, we are some of the other agencies now, they are offering us a permanent job, but we are declining it. Why? Because
It's fun.
It's fun here working the TBI, no? And then hindi lang ikaw ang nagbibigay ng learning sa startups. You are also learning from the from the learning sessions na ganito pala how VPC works, how BMC works, and really it gives us a lot of opportunities also here, no, because we have opportunities to speak to other offices or other government agencies, and then diba the best part there is yung honoraria. So isa din yon. And then another one is you have the chance to teach technopreneurship. Isa din yan sa mga perks na if you are joining TBI in SUCs or yung mga schools, isa din yun. Kasi embedded na yung technopreneurship sa lahat ng colleges. And I can say na walang mahirap. Walang mahirap na work if you're working in TBI because hindi kasi siya, although working in a TBI is structured na siya, but you can say na freelance yung paggawa mo ng work kasi kasi siya, everyday, iba-iba yung knowledge na makukuha mo. Unlike dun sa mga traditional work na pabalik-balik na lang.
Tsaka you're in the innovation space, eh. So, given talaga na magiging parte talaga ng work mo yung somehow pivot and innovate din talaga.
And din siya, sir, no, I can say na talagang nag-grow ako dito sa CDO Bytes. Before, I'm so introvert. So,
now you're an extrovert.
diba? I'm so introvert. So, sabi ko nga kanina, kinakabahan ako when I speak to a lot of people. But here in CDO Bytes, I really build my confidence here. And also the way I speak, the way I talk to people. So talagang binago ng CDO Bytes with the help also with our TBI manager. Siya talaga yung nag-push sa amin na you really need to do this. Hindi pwedeng ako lang palagi ang humaharap sa mga investors or sa mga tao. Dapat kayo din kasi that is for your own good.
Yeah, pero parang yun, parang hindi, you don't necessarily have to be a founder to be in the innovation space, So, you can work in a TBI, and I mean, yun pa rin naman yung parang culture, na innovation culture, and kumbaga, bringing more of yourself out there.
Hindi necessary na you need to be a founder to work in the innovation ecosystem. So, even if you are just a administrative aide in that TBI, you are still working in then innovation, marami ka pa rin talagang makukuhang mga lessons about innovation. So, isa din yun sa parang naging masaya na din ako working here in TBI.
So parang nagkakaroon ng avenue yung mga taong mas creative and mas innovative. So, yan, merong...
And I gained friends from Manila, yung mga taga Manila na mga TBI. And even I've got a chance to work with a bigate ng mga tao sa sa startup ecosystem here in the Philippines. So parang na-meet ko na din sila. So, parang before sa online platform ko lang sila nakikita, yung mga face nila, pinopost lang sa Facebook. But if may gathering, no, yung mga startup TBI, yung mga TBI, may gathering, talagang nami-meet mo sila. So, ito pala. So, nakaka-overwhelm din siya.
Ayun, grabe. Salamat sa lahat ng iyong shinare, Shan. Ayun, so let's invite our listeners. Baka merong interested sumali sa incubation program ni CDO Bytes. So invite them to try out and apply for the program and lead them to the website or social media channels where they can get more information.
So our application is still open. So feel free to visit our Facebook page to apply for our cohort 8, and you will get a lot of perks when you join our incubation program. And by the way, our incubation program is all free. All we need is you should be passionate about your ideas that you have created. Yeah.
Ayun. So thank you very much, Shan. Thank you very much for sharing about CDO Bytes. Actually, this is beyond. Ang dami natin natutunan dito. This is beyond what I expected. So, ang dami natin insights din na na-share what inner workings ng TBIs and how do TBIs also like develop and evolve. So, ayan. Thank you very much for sharing about CDO Bytes and all this knowledge about TBIs.
Thank you so much then, Sir No, for inviting CDO Bytes here to share what is CDO Bytes all about. And I hope that anyone here in the Philippines will watch this and you will know what is CDO Bytes. And of course, feel free to contact us for more collaboration also.
Ayun, so salamat.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much to our 45 patrons. This episode is super powered by AskLexPH Academy, our official e-learning partner. Get certifications on Lean Six Sigma, project management, data science, and more. ROC.ph, our creative marketing partner. Get unlimited digital marketing services monthly. One CFO services, bookkeeping and tax, and payroll processing for startups and small businesses. And Space Cebu, global co-working space, private office, and meeting rooms for startups, digital nomads, and freelancers. Tuala, privacy-focused digital experience for sharing identity information across Web 2 and Web 3 ecosystems. Mamiki Super Pet App, the Philippines' first ever one-stop mobile app for pet products and services. MarketMind Local, a digital marketing company focused in helping small and medium businesses. Mata Technologies, Philippines' premier provider of virtual tours and maps for LGU's real estate, tourism, and private businesses. Hire Business Solutions, provider of the most configurable cloud-based payroll system in the Philippines. Smile, consent-driven digital employment verification service to make smarter decisions faster. Divico Technologies, IT solutions specializing in software development, blockchain smart contracts, digital wallets, and cybersecurity. Drive Manila, PH's largest peer-to-peer car rental community. Ignite Careers, career matching platform for Filipino talents and hiring companies in the outsourcing industry. Looking for buy and sell online with Sigurado sellers. NutriCoach, personalized nutrition and weight loss programs for you. Benjoy's food products, the home of premium bacon ends, tapa, and tocino. This episode is powered by Contact RFID business cards, Jure.ph, Big Giant Games, Founders Launchpad, Packetworks, Uplift Codecamp, Pareto Consulting, Agile Data Solutions, Hassel PH, Board Prep, Zales, Sears MD, Pahatid PH. Please support the podcast through the links in the description.